Okay, thank you. I noticed I went off. Mr. Ibrahim, have you introduced yourself? Ibrahim Abbas. Okay, Mr. Muhammad Ba, are you on the call? Please proceed to introduce yourself. Mr. Edwin Oloche, are you on the call? Please proceed to introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, everybody. Can we all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Edwin Oloche Stephen. I'm the National Health Fellow representing Ohibini local government area in Benue State, North Central Nigeria. And I'm glad to be here to share ideas, share our experiences, and then have an impactful interactive session with all of you. I'm happy being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwin. I didn't hear from Ibrahim Abbas. Are you up now, Mr. Ibrahim Abbas from Northwest? Mohammed Ba, are you on the call? Mr. Mohammed Ba, are you on the call? Okay, we are supposed to have Mr. Ibrahim Abbas representing Northwest and Mr. Muhammad Ba representing Northeast. I hope that they will join to introduce themselves. So I want to start with Chidima. I want this session to be interactive, like, young people interacting with themselves in a family setting. We are not here to present a thesis. So I just want us to talk in a language that everyone can understand, in a conversational style. So what I want you to share with us, Chidima, I want you to tell us about what you really understand about the National Health Fellowship Program. What is it all about? How best can you explain that to a prospective candidate in a very simple language? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. To me, the National Health Fellowship Program, it's all about having people who are interested in making an impact, a health-related impact in their community. It's all about you being the change you want from your community, the change you want in the health sector. Someone who aims at improving the health outcome. That's what I feel that's what I know that the National Health Fellowship is all about. Someone who is willing to create an impact, to communicate, to work within your community, to make sure that you bring something positively, to be the change, to create an impact when it is health related. It's what I feel it is. That is what I know the Health Fellowship is all about. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chidima. Please mute your mic. Thank you so much. That was as simple as ABC. I would like to hear from Mr. Israel. Would like to hear your own perspective. What is the National Health Fellowship Program all about? Mr.
Hello.
Israel, okay, go on. You may proceed.
All right. The National Health Fellowship Program is a program created by the Federal Ministry of Health to change health outcome in our community. That is, an individual from a particular community is represented and then identify challenges and brought about change. However, aside that, it's also a program to groom the new set of leaders in the health sectors. One of the things the Minister of Health will always say is that in the next few years, the Health Fellowship will be a leader in the world, in Nigeria also, changing the health narratives. However, this cannot be possible if there are no people with that have this like-minded passion, just as the minister has. So it starts from maybe passion. So anyone with passion for health, changing outcomes, changing narratives about things and making things happen. I think the National Health Fellowship is the right program for such persons. So as it will help you to shape your identity, yes, in career, especially those of us, maybe you are into community health worker before, and you are like, maybe there's still more for you to do, or that you are just thinking that, okay, I'm just doing little here, that you need a bigger platform, then the health fellowship is for you. And then if you are being in maybe voluntary organization before, maybe voluntary for different NGOs, and little or no task that you always do there that you feel, okay, I think you need to step up higher, then the National Health Fellowship program is for you. But it starts from passion, just as I've said, passion about changing narrative. And then the National Health Fellowship program is not just about just changing narrative, it's also about improving your problem-solving skills. Especially if you are the like to, okay, let's find a solution to this problem, then you are in the right place. You are in the right place. And if you also love health, you see people, particularly maybe you are concerned about people then ready to change the narrative, then the National Health program is the place for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Israel. That was elaborate. I want to confirm if Mr. Mohammed Ba is now on the call. Mr. Mohammed, are you there? Sorry, Mr. Ibrahim Abbas, are you there?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm around, but still battling with a little bit network glitches. So I'm trying to switch off my network to a better alternatives. So I will be in touch fully, I think, in a couple of seconds.
Okay, thank you. I can understand with you. Please, you may proceed to do that. Okay, that was Mr. Mohammed Ba representing Northeast. Okay, Mr. Edwin, would like to hear from you. What is the National Health Fellowship all about from your own understanding and perspective?
Yeah, good evening, everybody, once more. As earlier introduced, my name is Edwin Aloche Stephen, National Health Fellow in the local government, North Central Nigeria, Benue State. I'm a National Health Fellow. For me, as we all understand, it's like a collection of bringing together of young professionals, usually graduates between the ages of 35 below, who have knowledge or studied medical related courses, IT and social sciences, basically. And the essence is see how we can improve the health sector, especially those who have passion. And it's an opportunity for self-development, self-awareness, and then to see how we can improve things at our various community, which we have been doing. And the National Health Fellow has provided a lot of opportunity and a platform for personal growth, self-discovery. And we can see that in various community, especially when we go to the field. There are certain things that some of us maybe we don't know before. You know, at times you don't need to know, you don't understand your capacity until you have a task to deliver. So this fellowship has given us, most of us, an opportunity to apply the skills we have learned over time in very practical time. And in most cases, you don't understand yourself until you have the platform. So most of us have the knowledge, but we don't have the platform. So National Health Fellow is an opportunity, it's a platform, a vehicle for social change. So basically, it has been a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. Can you hear me from there?
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Edwin. Mr. Ekpenyon, you may just put up the slide for what is National Health Fellows. That was what we've been talking about. Okay, so just to confirm once more, Mr. Ibrahim, are you on the call now? I can understand not West.
Yeah, that's well.
Are you there?
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead and introduce yourself. We've been waiting to hear from you. And you
Sorry,
can now you proceed. Yes, well, after introducing yourself, you can proceed to tell us what you understand about the National Health Fellowship. What is it all about? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. But before I proceed, let me start by apologizing. I had a very bad network here, so sorry for that. And my name is Ibrahim Abbas Ruma. I'm from Katsina State, National Health Fellow, representing Basari local government area. National Health Fellow is a program designed by Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. The program is purposely designed for youth. The minister, or I can say the aims of the fellowship is to transform Nigerian public health sector and develop the next generation of health leaders. Like the minister used to say, he wants to develop the next generation of health leaders from the fellowship. So those people that are opportune to be part of this fellowship were equipped with knowledge on public health and problem-solving skills. What other thing again? Public health, problem-solving skills, financial management, and a lot of other modules that were very well trained on how to be leaders in the health sector. And another thing for those fellows is they want the idea with their community members to take the responsibility of their health facilities. For instance, like just of recent, a red letter was signed by the minister to tell Nigerians that we are to take responsibility of our health facilities. Money have been sending there, and the people there are mismanaging that money sent to them. So it's part of I can say it's part of just an initiative that the fellowship is part of that initiative that will give Nigerian youths an opportunity to make sure that what needs to be done in those health facilities are being done there. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, very clear.
Okay.
Okay, so, thank you very much. Are you done?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving forward, we would like to limit our while you're explaining, we'll just give you 2 minutes to do that so that we'll work with time. Please, Mr. Ekpenyon, the slides are not showing, like they are not zoomed out. So can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Ekpenyon. Okay, I can understand the network is a challenge for you, but that's okay. You can leave it for now. So let's proceed. So you've heard from the fellows who have just shared their experiences on what the National Health Fellowship is all about. One major thing that they all have stated is that the National Health Fellowship is a platform, not just a platform, a big platform for you. Because most persons will ask me how much are they paying and all of that, the benefits and all of that, what they can gain immediately. But we are here tonight to tell you that the National Health Fellowship is a big platform that amplifies your voice. If you are passionate about change, if you are someone who have been, wanting to create one impact, in your community, within your environment, and you feel that no one is seeing what you're doing or no one is hearing your voice. So the federal government is now giving you that voice, that let that passion sell for you and have the platform to reach as many people as much as you can, especially if you are a type that understand the importance of social media. If you know how to leverage the social media, then your voice can be heard globally, your impact can be seen globally. So the National Health Fellowship is that platform that the Federal Ministry of Health has created. Can you mute your mic, Thomas? Thomas, can you mute your mic? Thomas, can you mute your mic? So thank you. So the National Health Fellowship is that big platform for you if you are truly passionate about change, because the whole idea is those who are passionate about humanitarian service. What we do, what the National Health Fellowship will help you to do, is to create impacts in the healthcare sector. The Federal Ministry of Health and the minister himself, they are of the opinion that you should not just be that person who complain, about the system, how the system is not working. They want to give you that opportunity to now come and contribute. And at the long run, you are being trained and groomed as a healthcare leader. So that is the platform. And at the end, they want to see how they can strengthen healthcare system, particularly at the grassroots level. So thank you very much for our presenters for doing justice to that aspect. We would like to proceed to the second area we want to educate our audience on, about eligibility and how best you can prepare your application. For those of you who haven't done that, I understand some person may have submitted their application. That's very good. You will benefit when we talk about the interview tips. So but those of you who haven't applied already, would like to share with you eligibility and the best way you can craft your SOPs for your application. That's your statement of purpose. So let me once again invite Gloria Chidima. You can share how you managed to craft your SOP, what you did differently, and what are the eligibility, what made you eligible for the program during your time. So I just want you to share briefly on that, then we proceed. Chidima, please, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. The eligibility for the fellowship program, it's first of all, you should be within the age of 25 to 35 years, and you should be a graduate who studied health-related courses, social sciences, and ICT. And then you should also have an interest. You should be interested in public health, and you should be willing to serve your community. You should have the ability to work in your immediate environment. Like, to me, I didn't study health-related course. I studied educational management economics. And being that I've always been a teacher, it wasn't that difficult for me. It wasn't that difficult. Where even when I went to the interview room, the question they asked about leadership, you should be a leader. You should know what leadership entails. Now you have to understand your skills You need to understand the kind of skill you have, your leadership, your community engagement, problem-solving skill, and then you should be authentic. Like this fellowship, they are not actually looking for perfect people. They are looking for people who are real, who are willing to showcase what they have, how they can bring impact. Then you need to tailor your CV to show your skills, how you can contribute to public health. And then I think for the prospective applicants, those who have applied or those who are willing to apply, you should make research more about the fellowship, about your community. Try to know your community, know what you can bring in. Don't just be there to complain, just be you. That is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, fellow Chidima. That's so exciting, knowing that you're a teacher and then now I think you end up being a public health educator. Thank you so much. Let's hear from Mr. Israel. Just in 1 minute, tell us how you prepared your application and what made you eligible, what you study. Hello, Mr. Israel in Oluwa. Are you there? Can you hear me, Mr. Israel? Okay, let's proceed while we wait for Israel. Mr. Ibrahim Abbas, are you on the call?
Yes, sir. Can you hear
please
me?
Proceed. Yes, please proceed. Tell us. Yeah.
I didn't hear the question. Can you please repeat it, sir?
Yeah, I just want you to share what made you eligible for the program and how best you can advise someone who is trying to prepare application. What do you think they should look out for and what you study and all of that,
Yeah, first of all, I've studied, I have a master's degree in health education. So I think what made me eligible was the research that I did. That's my thesis research. I did it on pregnancy-induced hypertension, like prevalence, health education intervention on prevalence of pregnancy-induced hypertension. So and like I've said earlier, I'm from Katsina State and I'm from Basari local government, which is an area where we have this insecurity. So maternal mortality there is very high. You understand? And so when I went for the interview, I just used that research that I did to just sell them the idea on if we can expand this research to other local government and states, even if the federal government can just adopt the research or can just widen it and do it somewhere, I think we will come up with an initiative or an idea that we're going to use to crush pregnancy-induced hypertension, which the prevalence is very high in Nigeria, which Nigeria is like having like 28% of the prevalence worldwide, which Nigeria is the higher contributor of those in the prevalence. So I think that idea is what I used to scale the interview. So that's for me. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, thank you very much. This is very exciting, You can see you are not just limited to, the program is not just limited to BSc holders. You can see someone with master's degree. So even if you have a PhD, I think you should be more qualified. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. Okay, Mr. Mohammed is also on the call. Please, Mr. Mohammed, we want you to share your experience. What made you eligible? What did you study? And what can you tell someone who is struggling with their application, like who is trying to write a statement of purpose for their application? What can you advise?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Baikinga, National Health Fellow, representing Fika local government. I'm happy to be on the call to join you, Uba Itoma, Ayobami, Mr. Ibrahim, and any other participant that are listening or watching us from across any part of Nigeria. So actually, when I saw the application for this fellowship, you know, I just decided to apply, but not knowing that I don't have the hope, the kind of a zeal. Sorry, I studied environmental management. Yes, from Nigerian University, BU. So my profession is environmental management. When I saw the advertisement for this fellowship, I feel like let me try it because at home, I used to engage in a lot of community activities, particularly related to health and climate change. So my works span across a lot of like 3 to 4 years, working along the Sustainable Development Goals in my community, promoting the SDGs in my community, particularly SDG Goal 13, climate action, and other related things. When I realized that the application has been open for this fellowship, then I just you know decided that let me apply for these particular things, even though my profession is not uh, directly mentioned in the list. Because if you go through the application process, you will see that they required health related IT and other things like that. So, but I decided that let me try my best because like I have something that I am giving back to my community. So if I got this fellowship, actually, it will be like a kind of a booster for me, to bring a lot of things to my community. So I decided to apply for this fellowship. I applied for it, and unfortunately, yes, I and my friend, we applied together. We did our interview together. So when we are invited for a physical interview, so I one day, uh, what they asked me things about related to leadership and problem solving skills. If I could remember, last day, that is in 2024, I organized an event to commemorate World Environmental Day in Fika local government. So when I invited a lot of guests, that is the invited guests, some I invited them from Yobe State Ministry of Environment, some from yes, yeah, like two peoples are from Yobe State Ministry of Environment. One is a retired director. Then I invited the Yobe State coordinator of the Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDGs. So he is there and his team. So the interviewer, the, the interviewers asked me, what actually like can I demonstrate? Can I tell them something, that happens while whether when I organize activities or something like that, that I use a problem that occurred and I use my problem solving skills to solve that particular aspect. Then I just recalled that during that event, after we finished the event, then someone asked me that he need his transport reimbursement because he want to go back to home. While we informed these people that it is like a voluntary activities, we just want them to come to teach the participant, which come across from like we have a participant that are traditional leaders, we have students, we have peoples that are within that community. So we want the guests to teach them or to say something that will trigger them to work, to ensure that yes, they have protect the environment. They have done something to mitigate the effect of climate change on the environment. So I use my problem leadership solving skills in that particular aspect. I say, okay, sir, since you asked for these things, okay, no problem, we will get it before we finish this program. He said, okay, no problem. Then I use my personal money from my pocket and I gave him his transport reimbursement to and pro. So unfortunately, God so kind. One of the interviewers that is in that hall has witnessed the event because he was there. He was among the participants, the guests that we invited him. So what I want the applicant to know is that I want them to know that yes, when they are doing something little, they will use that particular contribution in they have brought to their community, as a stepping stones to get this fellowship, like I do. So that is it. Thank you so much.
Please, let's clap for Mohammed. Please, you can show him some love. Because what he has just done, I think he did a summary of the whole fellowship and his capstone and everything. And if you listen to him very carefully, he's trying to demonstrate passion. It's trying to, bring in that area of passion, that the fellowship is actually for those who are passionate. You could hear him say he used his money and all of that, the sacrifice, call this one here on board and trying to see how to contribute to his community. So it's majorly something that has to do with passion. You are that person that you've seen that a lot isn't going on well in your community, or probably you feel that the healthcare service delivery in your community is not meeting up to standard, and you feel you want to do something. You've seen things, the hospital, the primary healthcare in your village, it's not in good shape. You walk in, to the facility, you see a lot of equipment so you're just that person that what you wish you have opportunity to contribute. So that passion is what can actually lead you to craft a very successful SOP, because they want to see you demonstrate that passion. So thank you very much, Ba. Mr. Edwin, I don't know if I've called you. Please, can you just, in 1 minute, tell us about your experience, what you studied, and what made you eligible?
All right. Good evening once more. And mine was mine was so funny, and God has been so faithful. I saw the adverts for National Health Fellow online. I'm into ICT as well. I saw the advert online, but I was discouraged, to be sincere, like any other young Nigerian who have been young Nigerian graduates who have been looking for job for years. Because before the National Health Fellowship program, I think I've been looking for job for the past 11 years. For the past 11 years, I have master's degree. For the past 11 years, I've been looking for jobs. So when I saw the advert, I wasn't encouraged at all, because like any other Nigerian advert, after you have applied, you attend the interview, you don't hear anything again, you don't have anybody to put your name like that. So I was discouraged. So I lost interest. It was on the last day, the closing day, the last day that I told that. That was when, let me just give this thing a try. So I tried, applied, and I was selected. The first interview, online interview, I did. Shortlisted again for the physical interview with WHO. I was called upon, I went. That was when I began to it's like, this is a serious matter. So when I went, and I was so, my first question was, what is your highest qualification? Before then, the WHO rep might have already gone through my CV. So seeing that this kind of had master's degree, say, my friend, please, what do you know about leadership? Imagine asking somebody that studied political science, master in political science, what do you know about leadership? It's like asking a tailor how many years of Ankara can sew up and down for ladies. So I just gave them an analogy, and they were just laughing. It was more of an interactive session. So I was asked, Mr. Stephen, have you done any community project before? I say yes. And luckily for me, the folder that contained my document when I went for interview, that folder has some piece of SI books. I was a union president, Benue State University, Macaulay. I was the president, National Association of Local Students, my community. Each community has their association on campus. You know what I'm talking about. So I was the president during my time, 2013. I was the president, and as ESCO, at least we look within our community to see, okay, what can we do? And I brought that idea as at 2013 that, okay, we have a primary school within our community. What can we do to motivate people? So we now design an exercise book, collaborate with some of our big men in town. It was in Macaulay then, in town in Macaulay. Some medical doctors, some lawyers, some engineers made this is what we want to do back home. And they bought the idea, gave us some money, we purchased some exercise book, designed those things, took it to the village, and then shared to all the primary school. I mean it, I still have a copy of that exercise book today. Shared to all the primary school within my area, and we now say, okay, when at the end of every term, all the people that will be taking first position, second position, and third position, be sharing this SI book for them free of charge as a motivation. All the headmasters, they are still alive. So when I presented this idea or this story to the WHO, they were, in fact, the panel were highly impressed. And they saw the copy of the SI book with me then, with my pictures on it, just like the way we have these flyers. And the presenters are on the passport, and the pictures are on the flyer. So they were like, you mean you have done this? Say, yes, okay. So before I knew, I wasn't given much question. And then they were then asking me, what about leadership? What do I need to do? Like that. And before I knew, the next thing I was told, good luck. You are good. You can go. I was shocked when I came out and some of my friends were like, are you done? Because the way they're asking so many persons, they say, hey, you have the practical knowledge of what we want you to do. So my personal, meanwhile, remember, I was discouraged like any other Nigerian vacancy, a job vacancy and all that. I was discouraged, to be sincere. But until after the interview, I was called that, oh, congratulations, I so person, you have been shortlisted, call from Abuja. I was like, wow, that is how NHF, for me, that's how NHF for me came about. So for the upcoming one, for those who have applied or those who have applied, those who want to apply, I just want to tell you, NHF is a different thing entirely. You might apply for one thing or the other, done interview here and there. At the end of the day, you don't see your name. But NHF, if you are qualified, if you are the best of the best, if you are the best of the club, you get it. Thank you so much.
Wow, please, you need to clap for him. Please send him some love. This is amazing. In fact, it's like this is testimony time. Like I could feel goosebumps all over my body, you know. Been with a master's degree for 11 years, still, you know, if you know what he has gone through applying, you know, get rejected, apply, and you with a system where sometimes they tell you need to know somebody that knows another person and all of that. So you could see the discouragement at the beginning, and he gave it a try. And here is the story for him today. I think this is awesome, and it should be a source of encouragement for you that is still contemplating whether would good things still comes out of Nigeria. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Edwin. So I would like us to briefly share the selection process, because I like them to hear from the horse's mouth. From what point to what point? From what point to what point? And what I mean, there was the first stage. You got an email, then you got the second, and you got to the physical aspect and all of that. And I just want us to wrap it together so that we'll round up quickly. So I want you to share with the audience the selection process from the virtual interview to the physical, and then give them idea of what to expect in the interview. That's the interview tips, what to expect. For you, what kind of questions were thrown at you? You know, just highlight these two things together for them. So let me go back to Gloria Chidima, please, if you heard what I say clearly. Selection process and interview tips. Go ahead. Gloria Chidima, are you on the call? Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The National Health Fellowship Program, like the selection process, if I may say, we have about was it 3 selection process, from application to visual interview, then to the physical interview. Okay, like when this thing all started, like it was like a dream. First off, like some of the presenters said, some of us had already lost hope that getting a job in Nigeria could be, it's usually based on who knows who. But my own case wasn't like that. I don't know anybody. Like, I saw the application link online. Nobody even told me about it. As at then, what I was doing was that I kept on applying and applying into anything I see. Thank God I didn't even fall into the hands of scammers. Okay, so From the first stage, that is applying online, to the second stage, which is the virtual interview, then to the physical interview. Like, it was really an amazing and a kind of rigorous process. Then when I went to the interview room, at first I saw, was it about 6 men? When I went in there at first, I kind of cold because I never knew what I was expecting. And the kind of question, being that I didn't study anything health related and I don't even know anyone anywhere that can help me with this, but it was based on merit. Like, I went into the interview room. I was asked more about leadership, how I can solve problems, and what I have engaged myself in. But it was a kind of interactive process. It wasn't as I expected, being that I saw a whole lot of men. It was like a panel session, but when you start answering the first question, you just have to be calm. Just be you, be authentic. Like, tell them who you are, what you can do. Like I said, they don't need perfect people. Just someone who is willing to learn, who is willing to create an impact, who is willing to solve problems and bring solutions into the sector. So that was it for me. It was a conversational interview. So they asked about my background, why I want to be, how I want to join the fellowship. And it was easy peasy. And here I am today. I was surprised when I got shortlisted. I was like, wow. So something like this could actually happen in Nigeria. It made me regain hope that truly it's not necessarily that you need to know someone. Just trust the process. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ima. This is like I said, this testimony time, blessing time. So for those of you listening, you can see that just like they are saying, it's not like one of those things. But let's hear from others. So Mr. Israel, you may proceed the selection process, your experience, and what you encounter inside that room where you face your panelists. So can you just share with the audience?
Oh, all right. Just as my colleague has said, the selection was on merit, so it wasn't based on maybe a higher recommendation or somebody. And what I just say is that after your virtual interview, make sure you attend the virtual interview, and then from there to the physical interview. But one thing I want us to note is that when we are being interviewed, we should make our answers to be consistent. We shouldn't, there shouldn't be a little bit of digression. Let our answers be consistent from especially what you wrote on your this essay is important, because during your virtual interview, it's likely they ask, okay, tell us about yourself, and then you tell them about yourself. You don't just say, okay, you are so. Try to put in maybe the position or what you have done, what you have achieved, when you are narrating about yourself. So make your answers to be consistent, and then don't be nervous. Yeah, let me say this truth. During my physical interview, I was somewhat nervous, but thanks to the panel, they said, okay, calm down. So I was nervous initially. So don't be nervous. And during this physical interview, one of the questions they asked me what is about leadership. It's about leadership. And if I could remember very well, I don't know, my mind just went through my leadership experience while I was in school during my fellowship time. So I had to narrate that experience that, okay, this is what I did. I was the choice committee, and then this is what I was able to achieve. So, and then they're like, okay, they start me about problem solving skills. That is, how do I solve problem when I'm maybe in a tight solution? That's me this particular question. A very funny question. They said, okay, if I'm to carry out a project and then I'm not financially buoyant, that what are the steps I will take? That what are the steps I will take? I remember giving them the funny answer, like, okay, these are the steps I will take. Okay, source from money from my friends, families. Then if that could not work, I said okay, at the end of it all, I said I will resort to loan apps. That is, I have a good credit score to collect loan. So they are like, they were just all laughing that, okay, so be real, just as my colleague has said, be real with your answers, and then make your answers to be consistent. Don't try to impress. Yes, let me use that word. Don't try to impress. From your essay to your spiritual interview to your physical interview, make your answers to be consistent. Because those guys, they are following your CV. They are following those CVs, and there are points for it. So make your answers to be consistent. Don't try to impress them, because who do you want to impress? Is he from WHO? Is he from Federal Ministry of Health? Or different people, about 7. So make your answers to be consistent. And then one of the things you should note is that in your answers, sometimes, if the question somehow relates to your achievement, make sure you find a way to chip in your problem solving skills also. Yes, make sure to chip in your problem solving skills that, okay, during the year that your achievement, this is what we are able to do. And we are good to go. We are good to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Israel. This is amazing. One keyword, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to impress. Please, Mr. Mohammed, we are running out of time. This session is supposed to last for at least 1 hour. So just brief. Mr. Mohammed, your experience, the selection process, and the interview from your end.
Good evening once again. The selection process is very rigorous, and I can say a transparent process, because I never thought this kind of process will be in place in Nigeria at this stage, considering the kind of corruption, politics, and everything that have destroyed the systems. So from the application, as my colleagues has earlier stated, to the virtual interview, up to the physical interview, is very transparent. And one thing I want the applicant to know is that they are just supposed to be optimistic, and and they have to be positive in all these stages, more especially when they come for the virtual interview, because I could remember a lot of people have been asked like a question, just tell us in 2 seconds or in 2 minutes, tell us about yourselves. So in that aspect, I think the advice I will give to the applicant is they will just not say that I am so person from so local government. I study so things or something like that. No, bring out some impact, what you have done in your community that has touched lives of either vulnerable communities, or something that that has just added value to that particular community. That is it. And then secondly, they should not be in a hurry. They should be calm. They should be optimistic, as earlier stated. And for that is it. And when they go for the physical interview, I think they, they are supposed to be calm too in that in the interview room, and they have to respect any kind of person, even a small boy they saw in that particular room. They should respect him. The applicant should respect him. They should give respect to everybody in that particular room, and they should have like a kind of a story, a motivating, a motivational story that they can see that will motivate both the interviewers and then themselves. That is it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. This is amazing. Um, the key takeaway from Mohammed is respect. Don't think that you're very big and then you see someone very small among the panelists, and you now feel that you should relax to say whatever you want to say because you feel you're bigger than that person. He emphasized on respect, and also let your story from the essay you're writing, let it be a story of impact. This was the situation. That's the STAR approach that you're going to use. This was the situation in my community. This is what I did. This is how what I did impacted people's life. This is what you should talk about in your essay and while answering question. Mr. Ibrahim Abbas, please, in 30 seconds, can you just tell us your experience about the selection process and the interview tips you have for the audience? Mr. Ibrahim.
Okay, thank you very much. So, can you hear me? Yeah, so like my other colleagues have said, like the process is first of all, application, virtual interview, and the physical interview. But what I would like the applicants now to know is that whatever you're doing, like first of all, is to start from the passion, like what you want to do. Like if you have passion on bringing an impact to your community, you are very good to go. And secondly, you should be confident. Because if you're not confident enough, even if you know, maybe even if you have what you want to say, if you're not confident enough, you cannot Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go on. Yes.
Okay, so you should be confident. Yes. Okay, so you should be confident to express, like, even if you have the idea that you want to, maybe your idea is going to bring an impact to your community, you should just be confident. Then if you, like in my own case, when I went to the, what is it called, the physical interview, they asked me questions on leadership and problem solving skills. Even though I've never led any group of something, or I've never been a leader in one way or the other, but I was able, because I was confident enough to tell them that I was never lead any group or become even a school prefect. But so they asked me, like, how, if I happens to be maybe a leader in an organization, and then in between my staffs, then there is a quarrel, there is fight between them. How am I going to solve that problem? Then I just responded like, yeah, first of all, I will look into the matter from the grassroots. What is the causative agent? What is causing the problem? That's where I will start addressing it. Not that I will call this guy or call this because I know this, or no. I will just address it from the grassroots. What is causing the real problem? Why it is starting from? So that's the first response. Like, and we all know, like, if you want to solve a problem, start from the grassroots. You understand? Because if you start solving it from grassroots, that's when you will solve the whole problem. Then secondly, they asked me a question of if still within that organization, like the people in the organization, maybe the staff are criticizing me. How am I going to handle it? I was like, so there are two ways of handling criticism. It's free to criticize, but first, before I will want to give that somebody that is criticizing me a space to tell me, like, what the critics is all about. If he's bringing an idea through his criticism that will bring an impact or promote the organization, he's very well welcome. And if not, if it's just a fight and other thing, then we're going to punish him according to the rules and regulation of that organization. I think that's fair. So I was just asked those questions, and this is how I managed to answer all of it. Then, alhamdulillah, I was able to scale through. So what I want to tell what I want to tell the applicant is that they should be confident, even if you don't have any experience before. Tell them what you want to do to bring an impact, because some of them are not from health-related things, or they have never done any community outreach, any community activity. So I don't want them to feel discouraged, because most of the people are telling that they have done 1 or 2 community something. So even if you have not done it, no, you should not be, you should still be confident that now is the time for you to think, what am I going to do to bring an impact, since I've not done it before? So what am I going to do? In every community in Nigeria, there is a gap. Public health gap is all over Nigeria. In our communities, they are all there. Just find a gap that if I happens to get this opportunity, I will do this and do this and do this and solve this problem. That's just it. Just be confident. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. Ibrahim is taking us to another dimension. This has to do with, building your confidence level. There are some people that, just like what he said, you are afraid, you've not done this, then you feel you're not qualified. One of the most important thing is, how do you express yourself? He has said it all. You haven't done this, and now you are being asked, if opportunity is given to you, what will you do? It's a question of being confident, like he said, and trying to demonstrate your problem-solving skill. And problem-solving skill, even though we don't have one approach that fits all, but at least you can bring in, you can transfer the knowledge from how you've been able to solve a problem in a particular area that is not related to health. You can bring in some of those attributes and then answer the question. So it's a matter of confidence. I want to allow Mr. Edwin to just in 30 seconds tell us his own experience about the selection process and the interview tips. And also, Mr. Edwin, I want you to address the virtual interview. Somebody is asking about the virtual interview. They want to understand how that aspect, how it is like. So while you're making your speech, please just share your experience about the virtual interview. What is virtual interview? Thank you. You may proceed.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me start with the last segment, the virtual interview. Just virtual simply means online interview. Virtual means online interview. That is what we mean. And that is the first stage for the selection process. That is the first stage. After the application, if you have been selected or shortlisted, your first point of contact is a virtual one. And that virtual one, by statistics, has more number of applicants or shortlisted applicants than the physical one. Because the virtual one, usually, it is out of the virtual one. It's after the virtual interview has been conducted that they cannot shortlist for the physical interview. So your performance during the virtual interview or attendance matters. It is your attendance or your performance that will qualify you for the physical interview. So take the virtual interview as serious as you can. And as usual, usually, the virtual interview is like a preamble, like getting to know you better. It is based on your performance during the virtual interview that will qualify you or not. And usually, the first question they will ask you during a virtual interview, can we meet you? Usually, can we meet you? For those of us who pass through the stages or the process, you know what I'm talking about. Usually, they will ask you, can we meet you? Because remember, that is your first contact. They have never met you before. They will usually ask you, can we meet you? And you're trying to explain to what do you call it? Introduce yourself. Basically, focus on the impact. Just as somebody said, tell them who you are and what you are made of. As in, what can you do? What have you done before? And even though you cannot do anything before, try to be teachable. In fact, the essence that they are not looking for perfect people, but they are looking for people who are teachable. So remember the word teachable. Because even though if you hire a professor today, you see that professor still need for some form of orientation. That is why even if they give a job today, even some of us that skate to went to Abuja for almost 2 weeks in training. Almost for days in Abuja for training, for orientation session, for training. Can we hear me?
Yes, go on.
It's okay. It's okay for training. So that is it. So we're not looking for. They are not looking. They know too. They are not looking for perfect people. But the important thing that be a man who or a woman who is teachable, who is ready to learn. That is it for the virtual interview. Then for the physical interview, two things. Number one, be optimistic. Number two, be ready. Optimistic, you have to trust the process. Trust the process. Number one, because perception is everything. If you have concluded from your mind that this thing is not going to work, or what am I going to do there? Even you, I'm sure you perform somehow abysmal. Because from the number one, the perception is everything. The mindset, you already made up your mind that nothing is going to come out of this process. So your mind will not be there. Then number two, most of the things I wanted to talk about, some of my colleagues have spoken about it earlier. But number two is be ready. Be ready is this. Very funny with Nigerian graduates, or when we are looking for jobs, some of us who are looking for jobs. Like in my case, when I went for my physical interview in Makurdi, Benue State, the WHO office in Makurdi, Benue State here, the person that entered before me, before I was called upon, in less than 1 minute, or less than 1 minute, they have chased the guy out of the hall. And this is what happened. Imagine, remember from that instruction, they say we should come with 7 photocopies of our document in 7 places. If you remember, 7 places. Imagine you having a master's degree, or at this level, you have up to 13 to 14 or 16 or 18 certificates or documents. All your documents put together, they're up to 18. And someone is asking you to photocopy it in 7 places. So maybe you may think that, okay, it's a waste of time. What are they going to do with 7 copies? Or let me just photocopy and then drop my original at home. That's what I mean, but we have to be ready. So when the guy got in there, he was asked, can we have your 7 copies of assay? Because in the email sent to us earlier, they clearly displayed 7 copies. The guy could not submit 7 copies, he brought 4 copies. Okay, where are the originals of your document? The guy said originals are at home. Where? He called his village there. And you came to interview in Makurdi with originals of your document at home. I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about. That shows that person is not what? It's not ready. So the interview that is meant to take up to 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes, as the case may be, in less than 1 minute, they have that knowingly or unknowingly, the person has already disqualified himself. That shows that the person, because the person came to interview, but he was not ready, with the intention that maybe they are going to ask for only photocopy. Nigerians, only photocopy, not knowing that it is the original that will authenticate whatever photocopy you are presenting. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Your original authenticate the photocopy you are presenting. So because it's a panel, some persons are going to your photocopy, somebody will be going to your original. Because photocopy can be gotten from anywhere, including cyber cafe. You know what I'm talking about. So most applicants are not ready. And so I charge all of us that when you are going for physical interview, please be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edwin. They say a word is enough for the wise. This is I don't know how to classify what we are doing tonight, but I feel so emotional that we have dedicated our time and volunteer to share our experiences, hoping that someone listening to us who may intend to apply will learn something from us. Please, if you're a National Head Fellow on the call and you have something to contribute, please raise your hand so that I can just give you a few seconds. Outside the presenters, if you're a National Head Fellow, you want to say something different or you want to add, please, you can raise your hand so that we can recognize you. Is there anyone? You're a National Head Fellow. Okay, I have Joshua Josh. Joshua, please proceed. Unmute and proceed. Tell us where you're from, your local government. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, the host. Very grateful for this opportunity. I promise not to use less than 2 minutes. Although I joined late, but in addition to what the organizers have been saying, number one, please, time management.
Please, Mr. Joshua, where are you from? What LGA do you represent as a national head fellow?
Okay. I will see that when I'm done. Anyway, I'm from Delta State, Isoko South. So, time management. Once you are slated for 3 p.m., don't get there even 2:30. Get there an hour to that time. And when you get there an hour to that time, don't just hang around. Look for the venue and let the panelists know that you are around, despite the fact that it's not yet your time. That is number one. Number two, don't be a person of selfish interest. Selfish interest in the sense that you are slated to come by 3 p.m. and now you are there. Somebody who is slated to come by 2:30 came. You are 3 p.m. 2:30 came, and it's part of the testing. They'll just tell you, oh, you came before you, yeah, enter. And this person, you knew very well that he came by 2 p.m. You can do, please let this person enter before I come. At least it's time. You see, that alone goes a long way. It works for me and it can also work for other person. So that one is that. And lastly, most of the presenters have said it. Please, anybody, everybody, all the panelists, as you know that is on merit and the chairman of the panelists is the head of the WHO of that state. Just look at everybody as if they are your classmates. Don't look at them that, oh, this person is commissioner, this person. Look at them as if they are your classmate. When you are talking to them, talk with, in fact, talk as if you are even talking to your colleague. I remember one lady that entered, then immediately she entered, she said, oh, she's thirsty. Like, her sense has just escaped. To just go out and come back, and she has been disqualified already because they just imagine this lady is with the commissioner. And so, and let them also know that your discipline works a lot, just like the National Health Fellow. How you can bring your expertise, your best in your expertise to health and let it work. So nobody should intimidate you. You are not health. As I'm talking to you, I'm an educationist. But now from classroom to clinic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Joshua. We appreciate your contribution. Please, let's allow Hajara to contribute. Hajara, please proceed.
Hello, everyone.
Tell us
Good evening. Hello.
Well,
okay, I'm Hajara by name, a National Head Fellow representing Kontagora Local Government of Niger State. So I just want to share my little experience regarding the interview that I went through. Well, one thing I want to say is that everyone has been saying it. One thing you need is number one, discipline. And number two, you have to work with time, because I could remember then when I went there, the interview was slated for 9 o'clock a.m., but I was there by 7:30 a.m. So fortunately for me, I met one of the panelists outside the gate. He came and met me there. So I told him this and that, and we're chatting. He even told me that I asked him a question that, did you also come for this interview? He said yes, because he dressed casually. I didn't even know, very young man. So fortunately for me, the time that he came, it was even past the hour of the time that the interview was slated for, like around 10 minutes past 9 a.m. So fortunately, we later went in. They later called me in, and the first person that collected my credential was the person I was discussing with outside. So he just smile and shake his head like this. So I was so amazed. I was even confused when I was there. I said, so this man is the panelist, is among the panelists, not knowing that my interview started at the entrance. So that is an experience, the first experience I got. Then the second one was, I was asked a question. I was asked series of questions, and I've been scaling through. Then there was one particular question that they asked me that I wanted to disqualify me, and I want people to learn out of this. That's why I want to share it. I didn't have the indigenship letter of the state I was representing, which is Niger State, because I wasn't from Niger, but I got married to a Nigerite. So they now said, I've been asking a question and they liked the way I was responding, but this can disqualify me because I am not from Niger. They said, can I defend it? And confidently I told them, yes, I can defend it. If you say I'm not, I can tell you I'm from Niger and I'm not from Niger. And asked me, "Oh, yeah, defend it for us." And I told them, by virtue of marriage, I think I'm a Nigerite because my husband is from Niger. I've been in Nigeria for the past 11 years. So with the confidence that I answered them, they all shook their head and they said, with this, you have qualified for this. And that is how I got it. So what I just want to bring out from this, my little narration, is that once you are going for an interview, make sure that you have a good ethics. Your morals should be very, very standard. And the second one is that you have to be at least be timely. Don't say because they schedule the thing for 9 o'clock, then you'll be going there 5 minutes to 9. You are wrong. And the third one is that you should be very confident. Whatever question they treat you, thank God the panelists that interview me, they were very friendly, even when they see that I want to be out of answer, I don't even know what to say. They calm me down. But notwithstanding, I can't say yours will be like that. So when you go there, just remain confident and be real. Don't try to impress them. Be real. Anything you don't know, tell them you don't know it. I could remember I was asked a question. Okay, you have applied for this National Health Fellow. Will you go and because I didn't even read any course related to health. I did sociology. So I was I was a teacher then. So I was saying, I don't even know what to say. I said, maybe we'll be helping them in the hospital. They said, you are not here to help in the hospital. Can you inject? I said, no. So you are not you will not be assigned there to help in the hospital, but you'll be a leader. So prepare yourself that you're going to answer questions based on leadership and problem solving skill. Thank you very much.
Wow, 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 wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is really, really experience sharing moment. I just pick one thing when Hajara was talking, which is very important to note. Her interview started at the gate or at the entrance or within the premises. That is one thing that disqualify most of us. Sometimes you just meet people, you are going for interview, and you get to the premises, you don't even know the least person putting on slippers might be your interviewer or might be your panelist, and then you just go there and start saying things that don't concern, this Nigeria, you see this one, you just start saying all sort of things, and then you are expecting that by the time they call you, it's going to be different people that will interview you. Imagine if you said all sort of nasty things, and she have said a lot of things that negative things that don't really make sense. Don't you think at the point of gets the interview, she would just be automatically disqualified? So we should be very mindful of this and very, very careful, not just for the National Health Fellowship. For me, I've also learned from that once we get to the premises of our job interview or whatever interview, we should get serious. Even the gate man asking you question, please, you have to attend. Don't say you are coming for managerial role and then the security man stop you and say, madam, please, can I this? And then you start showing attitude based on your perception of he's a security person. You may just be getting your interview at that point. So I think this is brilliant. And I'm really, really excited to hear that from you, Ajara. Thank you so much. Just for us not to make anyone feel disqualified, somewhere I'll just give you just 10 seconds. Somewhere 10 seconds. Make your contributions. Somewhere, Ja, tell us where you're from. And please, most importantly, before somewhere, if you're an applicant on the call, please indicate. Would like to just ask you one question. Just one applicant should just raise their hand. Somewhere, please proceed.
Yes, good evening. My name is Ja Samuel Denjima, a National Health Fellow from Plateau State, representing Jos South Local Government. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, proceed. You have 10.
Yes,
Applicant, just
I just want to add concerning the physical interview. The arrangement of your document matters. When they said you should bring your NIN should be first, your CV, your higher education level, your local government of origin. So if you are coming for the physical interview, make sure you arrange it accordingly, serially, based on the list that they listed on you through the email, because that one helped me stand out. And once you went to the interview room, and make sure you speak you speak confidently, and even though you don't know the answer, but you speak boldly. That one will also help me to be among the ones that been selected. And I've seen most of us have raised the same, they have addressed most of the questions. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Samuel. That was straight to the point. Samuel mentioned something very important that you must take note. How you organize or arrange your documents, it shows your organizational skill. It demonstrates your organizational skill already. If they send you an email and they said documents for you, please do where to follow. Please do where to follow that order. It tells something about you. Thank you so much, Samuel, for bringing that aspect. I want to call on applicant. We are rounding up. I saw Samsung raise his hand before, or her hand, but I can't find that again. Please, look, is it Lukman, L-U-K, Lukman S-O. Please, if you're an applicant, unmute. Or Lokman. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ijoma Mary, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Yeah, I'm Lukman.
Okay, Lukman, proceed. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Lukman Surakat by name. I actually raised my hand just because he said if an applicant should raise their hands.
Okay, that's fine. I wanted to ask you, so far, what have you learned from the discussion? Just tell me.
Unfortunately, I came in very late because I was actually traveling. But the little I picked from our madam that just speak that we should be confident and we should be real. Even if you do not know the answer, just be real. Don't try to impress anybody. So I actually picked that point. The confidence part and being yourself. Don't try to impress. So I actually picked that point. So, and from your
Thank you
own
very
end
much.
too. Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I love the fact that you picked that aspect. Don't worry, we'll see how to communicate the record to all of you. Ijoma Mary, please introduce yourself if you're an applicant and tell us what you've learned. Ijoma Mary. Okay, can we hear from Yusuf Musa?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir, and thank you very much for this. I really appreciate, or let me say, we really appreciate. My name is Yusuf Musa from Nasarawa State. Actually, what I've learned is actually I've learned a lot, but the basic one is how to organize myself and also organize my credential and how I'm to behave there while invited for either virtual or oral interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yusuf Musa. We wish you all the best as you proceed with your application. I really wish to take so many contribution from the applicants. Ajana, Deborah.
Yes, sir.
Just 1 second. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, introduce yourself. Are you an applicant? What have you learned?
Yes, I'm an applicant. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Deborah Ajana. I am an applicant. I applied for Ogun State. Honestly, I'm very grateful for this platform, and so far, so good. I've learned that I need to be confident. No matter how nervous I get, I just need that confidence to scale through. And also that I don't need to depend on anyone to get through. It's all by merit and by prayer. So thank you very much. I think I'll go and work on my leadership skills and all that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ajana. We are very glad that this session has been impactful for you, and we sincerely wish you the very best with your application. And I want to share, you can search me on Facebook. If you're part of this call, you're an applicant, Etoma Uba, or on LinkedIn, just tell me that you were part of the call, so that we'll follow you up once we get the recording. For those of you who didn't follow up, we will share with you. So at this point, we want to sincerely thank all of you. Before you go, an organization gave us this platform for free to do what we are doing, and we understand how much is involved. For those of you who know Zoom, you have to pay so much for you to organize a meeting like this, but we got this platform for free. And we, the National Health Fellows, Cohort 1, it's also a way of giving back to the society. You can see that we didn't charge you any penny for you to join this conversation. And so we want to give opportunity to the platform owners. They are running some services that I would like them to talk to us about. And I believe that we may be in need of these services. So let me call on any of the representative. I can see Sikiru or Mr. Ikpeyon. Please, any of you from the organization, proceed to tell us what your organization is all about, the services they render, and your contacts, your social media contact, and all of that, how we can reach you for future partnership and patronage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Etoma. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
All right. Thank you very much for this platform. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you very much for the National Health Fellows for giving us this opportunity to hear from the horse's mouth. I think any applicant who is privileged to tie into this Zoom meeting can say for sure that he or she is ready. And I'm not a prophet, but I can tell that a lot of these fellows who got this opportunity may not have had this privilege to hear the tips of what they need to do to succeed. But look at the applicant, they are hearing it near free. So that means there's nothing that's going to stop any applicant from getting into that height. Thank you very much, Mr. Honorable Etoma and all the healthcare fellows. We appreciate those valuable insights. Thank you very much. So just like health in an organization, we see that even in the world, a lot of money is being spent annually on healthcare budget. Beside healthcare, another thing that the organization or the world invested money on is security. In fact, we always use USA as the big brother of the nation.
Okay, I think Mr. Ikpeyon is really struggling with network.
Please come in to provide some security solutions. So you may wonder what to transition now to by her name. So I want to transition to Mugbe. Mugbe. I want to transition to Mugbe Kololuwa Ayubami. She's a dedicated and security engineer, and she's the one who made this platform possible. Let us hear from her the services that our organization offers. Madam Mrs. Sakiro, please. We are waiting to hear from you.
Please, Madam Sikiru M, are you on the call? Please proceed to address us. And if you're in a lighted place, we would like to see your face, if you don't mind.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. So sorry, I won't be able to enable my video right now. So sorry. I'm actually on a session with some members of my team. But then, sorry, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can. Please proceed. We can understand with you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what do you want me to say? Because you asked me to address so.
I want you to tell us about this platform. We are utilizing this platform and we understand it's an organization platform. What do you people do? What's your services and contacts information?
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so this is Cyber Nation, and Cyber Nation is a cybersecurity firm. So we are solely into security solutions. So we craft cybersecurity awareness for company. We consult for companies, and we are also in partnership with some global certifications. So we audit for companies. So we are into data privacy, train individuals, we train companies as well. And also, currently, we are building a solution that is also a security solutions, but it's still under development currently. So that's what we do. So we certify companies as well. So beyond individuals, if your company has if your company needs security training and awareness, then certifications. So we do that. We are also we are certified by CDPO and the likes. And yeah, I think that's it. Also, we do vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. So we test for vulnerabilities in the company's system. Then we also ensure all the necessary security measures. So everything around security is all we do. So if you have an awareness training in any organization, either health, education, or any organization, because you'll not agree with me that security involves every one of us. So either you are into health, you are into education, you are into finance, we all need to take our security serious. And a lot of attack has been going on all over, and we just have to curb it. And trust me, you can be running an organization and you don't even know that there are things you're doing that could prone you to attack. So that is the sense of cybersecurity awareness for every organization. And for this program, this health program, even having a security measure would also help, because every individual that is joining the system that will be going into health, especially for those who are not, even those who are into health, some people don't know that they are not meant to divulge information. Some people don't know that there are body, there are constitutions, or let me say let me just call them organization that are privacy, especially to do with a certain individual, and you have access to the record. It is not meant to be, it's not meant to be online, it should be confidential. But many people don't know, and that is the sense of security coming in, that cyber security, to create the awareness for the staff or whoever will be, all the people involved, so they would have the knowledge that, okay, there are information you don't divulge. Anything called confidential has to be confidential. So that is why there are three key factors in cybersecurity. That's confidentiality, integrity, and availability. They are very critical in every sector, and that is what we have come to fill up. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Madam Sikiru. We would like, okay, I just want to ask you, you offer your services to organization, that is to say that you train organization staff on how to be security aware and all of that. So what about individuals? Do you kind of have, do you run courses for individuals who are interested in having certification in cybersecurity and all of that? And also your website, do you have a website that one can, for social media handles? I just want people to know you
Yes,
better. Yeah. Can you
yes,
share?
yes, you do that.
Mm.
Okay, so we do currently okay, I will share the website, but currently the hosting platform has been giving us issue. But then I'll share the website and also our platforms across social media. I would also share. Please just give me a few minutes, please. Please, I'll share the link to you. Search for us on LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm doing that, please.
Okay. So for those of you listening to us, we are just trying to show appreciation to our sponsors. They are the sponsors of this program by availing us this platform for free. So if you think that the services they offer are of interest to you, please do well to patronize them in the future, and you can as well recommend them for your organization. Maybe you are working in an organization and they are in need of cyber security experts or services. You can recommend them. You can say an organization like what do you call it, Cyber Nation, right? So you can recommend them and all of that. That's the much we can give back to the people who have helped us to organize this webinar. So that is what they are trying to do. So are you ready with the links? You can drop it on the comment section.
Yes, I'm doing that now.
Okay. So for the rest of us, while we are waiting for the links to be shared, I want to sincerely appreciate all of you. We had a lot to talk about, but as you may know, time will not really permit us to do that. We've lasted for over an hour, 45 minutes already. So the National Health Fellowship program is a big platform, like we've earlier highlighted. And especially for those of you who may have international plans, I think this is the best platform because you have a platform that is credible from the federal government. Most people will be looking for a way to volunteer with NGOs and all of that to add to their CVs, and so this is a big umbrella for you. If you are telling somebody international partners or whatever that you volunteer or you did something like this as a national health fellow, and then they can verify the platform. I think it's a big win for you. And I just want to share from my own experience that don't just limit yourself to the demands of the faculty, that is the National Health Fellowship faculty. By the time you are successful, you can go extra mile, do all those things that you have desire to find yourself doing to impact. It's just about impact. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to schools to teach people about what? Is there anything, your creativity, are you in the IT? Do you want to develop an app that you want people to use? What is that thing that you want to do that will add value to the society? That is what the NHF platform is all about. They give it to you. Like for us, they tell us not to limit ourselves to the hospitals. So it's not just about the hospital aspect alone. You can diversify. You can look at your community. What is it? Is it the market? Things aren't going well. So just to use your initiative to do something that will impact a certain group of people, the vulnerable. You want to do something that will impact children. You want to do something that will impact the elderly. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, about community service generally, and also the healthcare itself. You see something that is not right. Do you have advocacy skills? You can use your advocacy skills, to advocate for such item or commodity to be attracted to your community primary healthcare center. That is just all what we do. As you're doing that, you're developing your skill, you're developing your stakeholder engagement skills, because for you to engage people, partners, community leaders, healthcare professionals, and all of that, it means you are well grounded with leadership and community what do you call it, stakeholder management skill and all of that. So as you're practicing, as you're doing them, you'll be seeing those theories coming to life. All those things that you've been told theoretically, you'll be applying them to life. So I will encourage you, don't just say they will pay you and once in a while you will not enjoy the fellowship if you are not on ground. You will not enjoy and you will lose a lot. Some people say, I just do it for the money. If they pay me once in a while, I will go. No, if you're passionate, you will do a lot of things with the platform and it's going to count for you, in your future endeavors. So feel free to reach out if you want further discussion, but I don't think there's any special thing. Um, for those of you who may be lucky, maybe you're selected, do well to engage the National Fellow from that local government. That person will be your first point of contact that will help you, that will guide you, give you more tips on how to be successful. We face a whole lot of challenges, but when you get to that level, we don't want to talk about the fellowship experience. We're just talking about the process that leads to you becoming a fellow. So I think by the time you win, you become a fellow, you can engage the fellow that's is in your local government to really guide you on what to do next. So for us, we wish you all the best in your application. Please, Madam Secretary, do you have the links available now?
Yes. Hey, I can't do that. So sorry. Let me just retype.
What is your Facebook? What is your social media handle name?
That's what is Cyber Ad Nation. But I'm sharing the link directly so that people that want to check can always go. Cyber Ad Nation.
Okay, that's CYBERADNATION.
Yes.
Okay, so you've dropped the links already. So please, gentlemen, you can follow them to read more about them. If there is any service that interests you, thank you so much, sir. Please, how can I get access to my LGA? What LGA are you from, Mr. Yusuf Musa? What LGA are you from, so that we can link you up? Okay, so that's the Facebook and Instagram handle of Cyber Ad Nation. You can follow them up. You can, yes, you can just click on it. You copy the link, click on it, and copy the links so that you can follow up with them later. Okay, I've already followed you on Cyber Nation Academy on Facebook. Okay. Okay. Please send me a message. Mr. Yusuf, send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on Facebook Messenger at Etoma Uba. Then this person said, I also, please, can I get yours? KB State. Please go to my Facebook, Etoma Uba. Send me a DM. That's the easy way I can get across to all of you. Etoma Uba on Facebook. Just send me a DM if you need to connect to any fellow across the 774 LGA. Will help you to connect with that fellow so that you interact more. That's my Facebook name, Etoma Uba. Or if you're on LinkedIn, you can as well find me as Etoma Uba. Just send me a DM that you were part of the National Health Fellow Cohort 1 experience. So I want to sincerely, I understand some of them have left. I want to sincerely thank my presenters, Gloria, Chidima. I'm so sorry if I kept all of you waiting. Thank you so much for finding time to join. Mr. Israel, thank you so much, National Health Fellow. Thank you so much. Mr. Muhammad, thank you so very much. I understand many of you have gone. Mr. Oloche Stephen Edwin, thank you so much for being part of this program. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone here. So I want to appreciate all of you. Do well to follow Cyber Nation on their social media handle to, get more updates. And this is a way of us saying thank you to them for giving us their platform. Thank you to everyone. If you have further questions, please do well to send me a message, then we can proceed to assist you from there. On behalf of the National Health Fellows Cohort 1 2025, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you once again. Thank you to our partners, Cyber Art Nations. You can as well follow Gloria Chidima on her social media handle. She just did that. And every other person, if you like them to follow you, please do where to drop so that they can follow you too. Cyber Art Nation, we sincerely appreciate you. We can't thank you enough for giving us this platform. Thank you so much. We appreciate Mr. Ekpenyong. Thank you very much for playing this lead role, for striking this partnership. I would like to work with you people as we proceed in our future endeavor. Thank you. It is at this point that we call it a day and a night. Bye-bye. Please, I'd like to